Hello, invisible audience inside my camera. I'm turning this on because I am perplexed. I feel like I'm about to go on a journey. And I felt all morning sort of this unrest and this desire for creative expression. I feel like there's this massive force within me that has no outlet. It's like my life force is being suffocated and it's desperate to come out, but I don't know how to get it out. So typically when I'm alone and I have the house to myself and I have a few hours to myself, I can find a truly blissful state through alcohol and marijuana. So I am perplexed because I know that the blissful state that I can achieve isn't just because those drugs are in my system, but it's because when my consciousness is altered by those drugs, I can see myself clearly and I see my life clearly, and I enter into a very blissful state where I feel complete stillness and calm. I feel like my eyes are wide open and I feel free to move in any direction without pressure and anxiety. I just feel like I can flow. I feel like my life force has a natural expression when I'm in those states. And I'm desperate in my life to find that easeful expression while I'm sober, but it seems so impossible, and I get so tense and stressed because I'm like, what can I do? I try to look inward and I try to decide what it is that I want to do that will feel like the most natural flow of life through me, expression through me. But I get so paralyzed by the amount of things that I could do that I cannot choose because I don't feel, I just don't know what to do. And even if I try to choose something to do, today's the new moon and it's the start of the Chinese New Year, and I've listened to a lot of podcasts and YouTube videos, and I've done a workshop making myself aware of the energy that's around and what this whole new cycle means. And it really resonates with me, and it feels like it's such a beautiful point in time, and this next year is going to be a really interesting point in time. And I feel a deep connection with the energy that is present right now. So basically I knew I was going to be alone today, and I wanted to contemplate or sit with myself and ask myself some questions and figure out what this new way of being is and what I really want for myself, and I feel like something very different is coming, and I want to tap into that. I want to find my way into my new way of being. And I wanted to journal about it and explore into this territory. And I sat down to write. And yeah, there was some truthful things that came out of my writing. But the whole time I was doing it, I felt so rushed. I felt so anxious because I was like, I just want to get into the state where I feel relaxed. And I feel like I can flow naturally. And I'm anxious because I feel like I can't achieve that without drinking and smoking and just allowing my body to flow into those states. And of course there's another way. Of course there is. I just hate that I have depended on these substances to connect with myself, and without them I feel so lost. I feel incapable of making decisions, and I feel so unproductive and so stagnant. I can barely move when I'm sober. I just want to rest all the time. And I get so frustrated because I have so many ideas that I want to manifest into the world, and absolutely no desire to act them out unless I am intoxicated by some substance. And no, I don't get drunk and I don't get high out of my mind, but a little bit goes a long fucking way for me. And I feel like I just want to be able to tap into that part of myself without those things. How do I do that? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. If I could develop some true and consistent practices with myself where I'm actually changing my state of consciousness without the external substances. So like through breathing and through actually relaxing my body and taking the time to either repeat affirmations or just like listen to or read, or there's many different things I probably could do, but mainly breathing and sitting still for an extended period of time and just allowing that peace, that calm, that transformation to happen in my body naturally, because I know that's possible. It is possible for me to attain a state of bliss without those substances, but I guess I just have no willpower for that, to discipline myself to have those practices. But at this point in the day, it's like I only have a couple of hours to myself, and I really am so desperate at this point because I've felt like for the earlier part of the day, I was somewhat disconnected from myself, and I just want to get to a place in my life where I can actually wake up and tune in to the true reality of who I am and what this life is, and just live from that place. Like, I'm so fucking tired of being unconscious. So, with that being said, I know the greater path would be to remain sober and meditate. But I don't think I'm capable of doing that right now. It just feels so sad. Like, no, I don't consume an insane amount of alcohol, but I do drink on a regular basis. So I know that alcohol is hurting my body. And I know that the consistent use of these two substances is contributing to my lack of ability to focus and to direct my energy and my consciousness towards things. And if I don't have energy and consciousness to put into things, I cannot create things, because you need those two things. Anyways, I'm gonna just pray to God that if I do this, if I give in to this, that I will find the ability to listen to myself and to gain some sort of insight that will actually help me move through this problem, because I don't want to just keep using substances to get me to a state where I enjoy being. I want to get to a place where the revelations that I experience when I'm in those states actually help me to live that state in this state, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm just gonna go for it, because I often just feel like when I go for it, I let go of the stress of needing to make a decision, and it helps me to just get into the moment and be with my feelings and express myself naturally. Like, I want to learn how to do that in a sober way. I can't for some reason. There are certain things, whether it's just a mental dilemma or a physical, bodily, energetic dilemma, I don't know. But there is some shit that is in the way of me expressing myself, and when I drink and smoke weed, those things are gone. And I'm just praying that they will be revealed to me so that I can actually make change in this area, because when I think about the new way of being, I want to bring the true bliss and the true light of who I am into this sober state. I want to be able to exercise my sober self so that I can grow and elevate my sober self into a state that I achieve otherwise. But I'm not ready to put that work in today. I'm giving in, and I'm letting go, and I'm gonna take you along with me maybe and see where this goes. And yeah, that's the end of this. So here we go.